And we begin with a Fox News alert, and a sad one. According to People magazine, as well as TMZ and the Associated Press, the actress and screenwriter Carrie Fisher has died at the age of 60. You might recall last week that she was on a flight inbound to the United States from London when she suffered a serious heart attack. Doctors and emergency medical crews had rushed her to the hospital, and for the time there was a great deal of optimism that she would be okay. But now we are getting multiple reports. Carrie Fisher, the original Princess Leia in the original Star Wars film, has passed away at the age of 60.
Such a long career has been part of the lexicon. You know, in 1977, she was in the first Star Wars film. I didn't realize she was only 19 years old at the time. I remember seeing it, wearing my hair in those little braids that wrap around for years afterwards. So many films along the way, of course, When Harry Met Sally. She wrote the book, Postcards from the Edge, you know, fictionalized, but based in large part on her own life, and the movie that followed that. Married to Paul Simon in 1983, of course. She was the child of Debbie Reynolds and Eddie Fisher, very much Hollywood royalty. And
had a role in last year's Star Wars film, not the new one, not Rogue One, but had a role in that continuing franchise. Just an absolutely prolific actress, and did a lot of work behind the scenes in Hollywood. Apparently she was one of the best script doctors in Hollywood. That's what people said.
Yeah, you're right. She returned in The Force Awakens that we saw last year. Very cool, much later into the series. And there was a, well, I don't want to spoil the film. There was a little homage to her in Rogue One.
Our Will Carr has more on the amazing life of Carrie Fisher.
Too little short for a stormtrooper.
Carrie Fisher, best known for her role as Princess Leia in the blockbuster franchise Star Wars, had a massive heart attack on a plane returning to Los Angeles from London. Fisher had been overseas promoting her 8th book, Princess Diarist, a revealing recollection about what happened behind the scenes when Star Wars was filmed. Hollywood reacted quickly. After Fisher was rushed to the hospital, co-star Mark Hamill tweeted as if 2016 couldn't get any worse, sending all our love to Carrie Fisher. Fisher was born into Hollywood royalty in 1956. The daughter of Eddie Fisher and Debbie Reynolds, she appeared destined for stardom, launching a career as an actress and becoming a pop culture icon after starring as Princess Leia. Fisher published her first novel, Postcards from the Edge, in 1987. She later adapted the book into a screenplay and then into a movie starring Meryl Streep and Shirley MacLaine. She went on to become a successful screenwriter, revising Hollywood scripts while taking on supporting roles in big movies. Fisher recently reprised her role as Princess Leia in the new Star Wars, The Force Awakens, and finished filming Star Wars Episode 8, the second of 3 new films in the franchise. Over the years, Fisher spoke publicly about her struggles with bipolar disorder and drug abuse. In Hollywood irony, Rolling Stone magazine featured Fisher in this month's edition. When asked the question, "Do you fear death?" she said she feared the pain of dying, and in typical Carrie Fisher candor added, "I have seen death. It didn't look like fun, but if I was going to do it, I'd want someone like me around." Carrie Fisher was 60 years old. In Los Angeles, Will Carr, Fox News.